I belong to you.
Hi guys, it's Kelsey here. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be recapping and reviewing the season 2 premiere of Law & Order Organized Crime called The Man with No Identity. In my two previous videos I recapped and reviewed both parts of the SVU premiere, so if you want to go back and watch those, I will try and link those in the description below. I recapped the SVU premiere parts 1 and 2. And in this video, like I said, I will be recapping and reviewing the season 2 premiere of Law & Order Organized Crime. So the episode starts off with, we see Richard Wheatley in jail. He's getting ready to go to court. He's in his jumpsuit at first, and then he changes into a normal suit for court. And we see him, his lawyer is sitting next to him. We see his wife, we see Belle sitting in the courtroom. And we find out that he's been good to society, so all the charges against him will be dismissed, and then he has to go back to jail to wait for a trial. So to me, that was pretty shocking, seeing Richard, even though he's still going to go to trial, he has to all the charges against him are dismissed. I don't think that was right that they did that, but maybe the writers have another plan in store for us as far as, bringing Richard back into the mix. I know Eileen did say that Richard will be back in a few episodes. We don't know how much he's going to be in the show with this new arc that they're doing. We'll see what happens. So then we see Richard, after he finds out that all the charges are dismissed against him. He's very happy, and he kind of antagonizes Belle, saying, "Hey, where's your boyfriend Stabler?" Turns out that Stabler is undercover and has been for 2.5 months, almost 3 months, with an Albanian gang trying to take down a cocaine smuggling ring. He's grown a beard. He shaved his head. So Stabler looks completely different since the last time we saw him. Looks like he's pretty deep undercover, trying to gain the trust of Reggie, who I'm guessing he is a gangster, but Reggie seems to have more of a soft side to him, more of a conscious, I would say, and then trying to earn his trust, and plus the trust of the head, the Albanian gangster mob boss, who's played by Vinnie Jones. So we see him try and do that, earn their trust, and as well as trying to balance, his personal life. We see him, him and Eli interact a little bit, which is a really sweet moment. Even though he couldn't be near Eli, he still wanted to check up on him, be the good dad that he tries to be. Since Kathy died, he's had to step up, taking care of him. All of his kids, the rest of his kids are grown, so Eli's the only one that he's taking care of. So we can see how that's, affecting him, and then plus him being undercover, we're going to see how that's affecting him as well. It's just going to be a really grueling process for Stabler, I think, in this season. We don't know how long he'll be undercover for. My guess is it's going to be only the first 8 episodes, or the first 8 episode arcs that they're going to do, but who knows what they're going to do with that. We do know that Stabler is not going to therapy during him being undercover, which isn't good for him, so I can only imagine the amount of pressure that's going to be put on him, both at work and at home. He's still grieving Kathy, so that's going to be added into the mix. So it's going to be a long ride for Stabler for sure. So then we see him and Reggie interact a lot. I do like Reggie's character a lot. We'll see. I think Reggie is a good guy. He does have a good conscience. He's trying to be, this gangster for whatever reason. He's in this bad gang. We do see Elliot and Reggie going over to his mother's house. His mother can't speak because she was shot in the head, so her language is a little bit messed up. So then she offers Elliot coffee. He drinks the coffee, and she starts reading the coffee grounds. Now, I saw the spoiler on Twitter, OC Spoilers, did say that Stabler was going to have his coffee read, and I didn't know what that meant at the time. I was super confused until I saw that scene in the episode. I understood what it meant. Because some people, you know, in some cultures, they have their tea leaves read. I guess in Albanian culture or other cultures, they do have their coffee grounds read too. So with that, she turns to Reggie so she can speak to him, and Reggie can speak to Stabler. And she says, "Why don't you tell her how you feel?" And then Stabler, of course, is confused. And then Reggie says, "Well, the person that you love." And right when he says that, the love theme plays, and I went ballistic. I went crazy because, of course, we all know that Elliot is in love with Olivia. I think he has been for a long time. I think he's pushing down those feelings right now, especially with him being undercover. I think it's a distraction for him, as well as, you know, Kathy, you know, grieving the loss of Kathy, and then, you know, what happened to her, going through all that with Richard Wheatley and with Angela, what happened with those two. You know, he's pushing all those feelings down because he doesn't want to talk about it. And like I said, he isn't going to be going to therapy, which is, you know, him taking 2 steps back, which isn't good for him. It's not going to be good for his mental health. So it's going to be a long journey for Stabler in his recovery. So after that moment, Stabler looks like, oh crap, he knows. He had that kind of look on his face. So we'll see how Elliot and Olivia's relationship does play into organized crime. I'm actually going to do another video talking about tonight's episode. We're actually going to get parts of the letter revealed, and we're also going to... it's going to be a 3-hour crossover event. Organized crime is going to be 2 hours. SVU is going to be an hour. We're going to see them interact with each other. I'm also going to talk about the promo, because I know we all freaked out about the promo. Him holding her waist and they're looking at each other in their eyes. Him reaching for her was just, I screamed at the television. I was watching with friends in New York during premiere week that night, and we all screamed and grabbed each other at the TV when that moment aired. So I will do that in a separate video. So then we get to see Sergeant Bell at home with her wife and her new baby Jackson, her son. We do get to see some moments with that, and we also get to see her interacting with her former boss from Narco, who is played by Guillermo Diaz, who you may know, he played Huck on Scandal. I'm really curious to see how he will do working with Bell. I did think they had some good chemistry. We'll see what happens with that, how long he's going to be, you know, how many episodes he'll be in. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with his character. And we just know it's going to be a long ride, you know, for us, you know, Bensler shippers, as well as for Elliot, you know, and the people around him. It's going to be a long, grueling, emotional journey for everybody, I think. And it looks like Elliot, you know, hopefully he doesn't get found out that he's an undercover cop. It looks pretty dangerous, because not only is he trying to take down an Albanian gang, there's another gang called the Marcy Killers who's also distributing the cocaine. That look pretty sketchy. So we'll see what happens with that arc. Chris did say I think they might be getting a separate arc maybe next season. So we shall see the development with that. Overall, I thought the episode was really good. I wanted to know what happened next. Organized crime is actually pretty fast. You know, 1 minute, you know, it's the beginning of the episode, you're watching it, you're hooked in, and then the next minute it's over. And that's what I love about it. I love the way it's shot. I love the acting. You know, the cinematography is amazing too. And I can't wait to see what's going to be in store, not only for the rest of season 2, but this first 8 episode arc that they're going to do. Oh, and we also got to see Angela, which was pretty surprising because I thought she was going to die. Turns out that she's being held in a safe house, it looks like, and we see that the poison did affect her. You know, she can hardly walk, you know, she can hardly grip a cup of water. Her memory isn't there. When Belle tried to tell her about testifying at Richard's trial, she looked confused, like she didn't know what was going on. But she also looked quite sad when she asked for Stabler, and Stabler, you know, she found out somebody asked about her and Belle had to tell her it wasn't Elliot. So I think they're kind of I get a Fatal Attraction vibe about her. I mean, for her to still be obsessed with Stabler is very creepy in my opinion. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Eileen did say that in the second arc, she's going to have more of a storyline, her and Richard. So, or maybe it's the rest of this season, this 8-episode arc, this first one. So we shall see. I do think that it's all an act for Belle and for the NYPD. I think she's faking it. I could be wrong. I mean, we don't know. It's all, all up in the air. It's, it's going to be a cliffhanger for sure when it comes to her. So, like I said, I did like the episode overall. It was a really good season premiere. I love seeing Stabler back and Belle back and Sloot back as well. We got to see Sloot with a badge. I thought that was really cool too. And this first 8-episode arc, I can't wait to see what they're going to have in store. We know we get to see Stabler's mother, Bernie. She's coming back for 2 episodes. So I'm just looking forward to a great season. This first 8-episode arc is going to look pretty interesting. It's going to be a ride for sure. So comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this season premiere of Organized Crime. And as always, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.